if we could have just a screen time report when we're 95, if we live that long, that shows us how many years we spent just plugged into a device, you will realize how many years of your human experience have gone down the drain because corporations did a really good job at playing on your psychology, getting you addicted to something. We're on the front end of that. We can get ahead of that now, but that's where we're going. There's been a disconnect between us and our life force. And yes, many of the technologies that have rolled out over the past 2 decades have a lot to do with this. The ecosystem of attention and how it is actually siphoning our energy out of our bodies, but I digress. An analogy I like to use when I think about our present human condition is that it feels like we've all been put in a microwave, where every second that passes in a microwave, we're being more and more denatured. Our shape is changing. Our molecular makeup is being mutated and changed with newer technologies over just the past couple decades. The flow and the patterns of human thought has changed. Our brains, like literal neuroplasticity, our social propensities, our ability to talk to each other and interface with each other has changed to pick up on social cues to communicate important information that might be uncomfortable to communicate. Our relational dynamics and our ability to critically think has changed. Our ability to remember things, our attention spans have shrunk. This engineered scrolling habit and content ecosystem being so absolutely effective at siphoning the life force of people. It hooks people in. It genuinely hooks people in, and they will stare at their portal device for hours without realizing it. And at the end, you're tired, you're drained, you're exhausted. You just want to go to sleep, or you just want to lay down, or you just want to take a nap. It's like a synthetic life. You could be using your life force energy to go out, interface with the world, and do things and move throughout space, or you can look at this device and it's still using that energy because you're going into this world and you're thinking, you're living in that world, you're imagining in that world, you're giving, you're lending all of your energy, your spirit, your imagination to this world. You're giving it to them. You're giving it to them. You're putting your mind into this device, and that's why they know it's so valuable. That's why they spend so much on ads and product placement and things being shown, because when you're living in that place, all this information is going into your subconscious. You're a perfect consumer. So much information is being marketed and implanted in you and whatever. But moral of the story is that you're living a synthetic life. You feel like, oh, I'm just scrolling, I'm just decompressing from the day, whatever. You don't realize the accumulation of how much of our lives are being stolen by phones. And those of us, in our late 20s or 30s, like we're that first generation who got phones. I got my first smartphone at, let's say 12 or 13 when I got like a real smartphone. So luckily I still had the cul-de-sac days that can Des come outside? Like I still had that, thank God. But so many people just 10 years younger than me were iPad kids, were babies. Like they had technology before they could. Let me not go down that hole. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I know I talk a lot about social media. I talk a lot about technology because I think it is one of the core things we should all be looking at. We're going to be the old people in our 80s and 90s looking back, and the regret is going to be just how many years we spent on phones. That's going to be the new regret. You know what I'm saying? And not even to mention all the mental health issues that come with being so immersed in social media. But anyway, it's a slow turn. But like the compound effect, eventually you will see the results of it. You eat one piece of candy, it's okay. You eat another piece of candy the next hour, and next hour, and the next hour. And that becomes your habit. And then you do that the next day. And then you do that every day of the month, every month of the year, for X amount of years. You see what I'm saying? So in a moment, it's not going to feel like a big deal. In a moment, it's going to feel like, oh, we're overinflating this issue. The nature of the world is that things compound. I think there's a good side of this. I'm noticing that social media has also just gotten so shitty. Media has gotten so shitty. Movies, TV shows, different art, social media, so many things have gotten so lazy, so shitty, so obviously and blatantly lacking in intention. There's ads slapped on everything in their BS that people see it, people sniff it, people are tired of it. People are annoyed by social media. People want to get off of social media. And real quick, let me just say, because I already know how y'all be, okay? Commercialization in some regard is necessary to allow art to prevail. There will be ads on this channel. There will be sponsorship. This is sponsored by NordVPN. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting it. You understand? But the point is that a lot of art feels like it's made just to be a vehicle for money. So I'm not shitting on ads in general. And I think all of us can respect art. We can respect going to see this giant movie that they spent millions and millions on, and people dedicated a year of their life to acting and perfecting and writing. I think we can respect sitting there and watching a couple trailers. Like, I get it. I think most of us are okay with that small trade. It's the fact that you scroll through Instagram and it's like every other post is a sponsored post. Or I watch some videos on YouTube where it feels like every 15 seconds there's an ad, and it's like, people are starting to notice that they're being eaten. I'm seeing people want to disconnect from media. I'm seeing a lot of people want to do dopamine detoxes. A lot of people want to just get back in touch with nature themselves. And I'm noticing more and more young people in their 20s being like, no, I don't have Instagram. I deleted it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm hearing that a lot more. I'm seeing a lot of trends on doing morning pours, like pouring into yourself in the morning, and finding ways to continue to grow and cultivate your vitality in your garden. And I love seeing it. I love seeing it because it's like, it reminds me that we are a body, we are cells, and we do want to heal. We want to feel good. And people are starting to be disillusioned by all this shiny BS. They used to be able to just shine, like dangle anything shiny in front of us, and we're like, whoa. But people are becoming jaded and over it and don't care. People rather the dull, natural, wooden life than the shiny, technological metal. You know, we're like, let's go back to the forest. And I like that. So in a way, this pendulum swinging too far to one side, I think has kind of created this shift where everyone wants to swing back the other way. There's a quote in Harry Potter that says, don't trust anything that can think for itself if you can't see where it keeps its brain. And that's all we do. All we do is give ourselves and our data and our information to these portals. Bro, come on now. Like, we got to take our power back. We got to take our power back. We got to expand. Okay, bye.